Hey y'all, today we're going to be making some turkey enchiladas. And so I got 2 pounds of ground turkey. And we're just going to get this open. And now, of course, if you use ground beef, you can. But because my husband has alpha-gal, I'm going to be using, of course, ground turkey. I'm going to put some paprika in there, and I'm going to put quite a bit of paprika. Because I found out that when I'm using ground turkey, that paprika, it just does something, and it makes that turkey taste so much more better. I think I've gotten pretty good at fixing this ground turkey that my husband doesn't even realize that it's ground turkey. So I want to cover it up so it can get completely done. We want that done. All right, that's looking good. Woo! I just gave myself a facial, y'all. Let's get that all stirred up in there nice and good. Look at that with that paprika. So it's looking really good. Make sure it's chunked up nice and good. You don't want big hunks of ground turkey, but you want it to be pretty fine, okay? You can use one of those meat chunkers if you need to. I'm going to go ahead and drain off some of this water. It had a little bit of water in it, so I drained it off, and now I've got it nice and dry, and this is the way I want it. So that's looking good. Yeah, that looks good. So it's Sunday, right after church. We're watching the game. Now I'm going to put in some rotel. This is the mild. It comes in a hot or a medium, and it has tomatoes and green chilies in it. So I'm going to put that over in there. This is going to make your enchiladas taste so good. And here's my enchilada sauce. And I got the big can because we're going to put some in the bottom of our dish. Plus, I'm going to have some left over so I can take it to work for a couple of days. But I want to put a couple of big spoonsful of that enchilada sauce over in my ground turkey along with those rotel tomatoes and green chilies. And look at that. Wow. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put some taco seasoning in there. Any kind of taco seasoning that you want, or if you want to make your own homemade taco seasoning, you can do that. And then we're going to stir this up really, really good. And instead of putting in water, because I would put in maybe a fourth of a cup to almost a half a cup of water, I'm just going to go back in with some more enchilada sauce. So I'm just going to put in a couple of big tablespoons of enchilada sauce. I want it to be dry, but not soupy, because I don't want my enchilada to be soggy and falling apart on me. So that looks good. It's not soupy at all. There's no fluid down in the bottom of it, or no sauce in the bottom. Then we're going to take and we're going to put some enchilada sauce down in the bottom of our 9x13 baking dish. You can use a bigger dish if you're going to be making it for a whole lot more people than just me and my spouse. But we want to do that. Then we want to go in, and on the sides, we're going to add, because it's more ground turkey than what I need, but we're just going to add some ground turkey over into the sides of the dish. I'm not putting it all over the dish because I want my enchiladas to sit nice and flat on the bottom of the dish. Now I have these Carb Balance Mission tortillas for myself, and then I got the other ones for my husband. So I'm just putting it on top of this so you can see it close up. You can just do it right on the counter, but I wanted you to be able to see it. And then I'm going in with a nice hunk full of ground turkey, and that looks good. And then we're going to put some cheese, and this is the plant-based cheddar and mozzarella cheese. And I also have just had a little bit of left over from when I made pizza. Then I got this Vovite. I don't think I said that right, but that's plant-based as well. So we're going to put that in, and this is what my husband's going to be eating. And I'm going to roll that up. Just take your time and roll it up. You want to roll it up nice and tight. And then just put the seam side down into the pan. And that fits in there nicely. I'm going to do a couple of these so you can see how I roll them. I'm not tucking them on the end because I don't want them tucked on the end. I want them to kind of get crispy as we put them in the oven. I got my oven preheated to 375 degrees. And again, I'm not tucking them on the end. I'm just rolling them up seam side down and putting them in. All right, we are getting on down with this. Now I'm just going to push them in together, make more room to get more in there. Yep, that looks good. Now I'm going to go in with the ones that I'm going to be eating, which is uh, has the fewer carbs in it. I'm trying to watch my carbs. Let's save it for something else. And then I normally would eat the cheese that I'm giving him, the non-dairy cheese, but I've got some cheese left over and I want to get rid of it. I got a couple of hunks of cheese left over, so I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to be sure that I don't get the cheeses mixed up. I don't think that'll be a problem because they really do look totally different. So I'm just going to continue to roll the ones that I'm going to be eating up and making sure that I keep them on one side of the pan and keep his on the other side of the pan. But just as soon as I eat up all this cheese that I have, then I'll just switch to eating the same kind of cheese that he has. I'm not going to be buying two different kinds of cheeses because that just doesn't make sense in my mind. So we've got all of this in here, got it nice and squeezed up. And now I'm going to put enchilada sauce down the middle of the enchiladas. Just right down the middle. I'm not going to put it all over because I do want it to get it to be crunchy on the ends. So that's going to be good. And now we're going to go in with our cheese. And I'm going to go in on his side of the pan. And just right down the middle again, I'm going to put this non-dairy cheese. Now when it comes out of the oven, you can go ahead and you can put, you can have some sliced avocados with it. You can have some sour cream with it. And here's my cheese that I'm putting on here that I've got left. I'm going to get quite a bit of my cheese on there. Just any kind of toppings you want to put on there. You can even put some pinto beans on top of it after it comes out of the oven. But we're just going to go with just the plain enchiladas because he can't have sour cream, so I haven't been buying it, so I don't have any in my home. All right, so here's how it looks. And, of course, you can tell the difference between my cheese and his cheese. So into the oven it goes, 18 minutes for at 375. And look at that. Here it is. Wow, that looks good. It does smell really, really good. And of course, you can see my cheese as opposed to his cheese. But oh my stars, that looks so, so good. Wow, look at that bubble right there. Oh, let's just get right into this and get this out. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of parsley right on top of it just to give it a little give a little extra color. And I'm going to dig right into this and get one of those low carb or no carb tortillas out. And we're going to set that up and look at that really, really nice and see how that looks. I'm going to put some of that ground turkey right over the center of it. And as I said, if you have some sour cream, go ahead and put you a dollop of sour cream right on top of that. Wow, that would be good. Even with an avocado slice. Wow, wouldn't that be good? And of course the pinto beans would just set it off too. But at any rate, look at this. We're going to go ahead and taste this and see how it tastes. Oh my stars. Look at the steam coming off of that. Try not to burn myself, y'all. Wow. Yeah, that's great. Oh my goodness. That is good. All right. Thank you so much. Be blessed. And I'll see you real soon. Okay. I hope the Commanders win today. They're playing the Falcons. Oh, look at that. Yum, yum, yum.